Welcome to Powerful Women Rising, the podcast for female entrepreneurs playing by their own rules and growing their businesses their way. Join business relationship strategist and your host, Melissa Snow, as she brings you practical perspectives and candid conversations. Each episode guides you to make smarter decisions and take bold action as you build a business that's both profitable and aligned. Because the world is a better place when powerful women rise together.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Powerful Women Rising podcast. I am your host, Melissa Snow. Today's episode is especially meaningful because it is the final conversation in our series of 2025 Powerful Women Rising Impact Award winners. If you haven't listened to the other interviews yet, I highly recommend going back and doing that. Each one highlights a different path to sustainable success, and together they tell a very powerful story about what leadership and business success can look like when it's done differently. And that really is what we're all about here at Powerful Women Rising. This is the place where we talk about growing businesses through relationships, self-trust, and strategies that don't require burnout as the price of success. We talk about growing your business your way, not following a cookie-cutter recipe or someone else's step-by-step plan that may have worked great for them, but maybe not right for you. I'm your host, Melissa Snow, and if you're someone who believes that you can build a meaningful, profitable business without hustling yourself into the ground or turning into a salesy weirdo, then you are in the right place. Powerful Women Rising is built around one core belief: sustainable growth happens in community. Through the Powerful Women Rising Connection Network and our mastermind programs, I help women build real relationships, expand their visibility, and grow in ways that feel aligned, supportive, and human. If this sounds like your kind of energy, you will find a link in the show notes to check out the Connection Network. All right, let's talk about today's episode. This episode is called Soft Leadership: How Women Lead, Heal, and Grow Sustainably. And in this episode, I'm joined by two women who embody that idea in very real, very lived ways. LaKisha Mosely is the winner of the 2025 Powerful Women Rising Podcast Guest of the Year, and I will put a link in the show notes to that episode. It was brilliant. And I'm also talking to Valenzuela, winner of the 2025 Resilience Award. LaKisha was recognized because her message on the podcast didn't just land, it lingered. People mentioned that they were thinking about the episode and the things that LaKisha had shared days, weeks, months after the interview. She brings a mental health-centered approach to leadership and business that prioritizes clarity, capacity, and emotional honesty over pressure and performance. It's truly a breath of fresh air. Her work challenges the idea that burnout is normal or necessary and offers a softer, more sustainable alternative. Erica's Resilience Award honors a journey shaped by loss, recovery, and deep personal transformation. Through movement and intentional emotional release, she created spaces where people can process what they're carrying and reconnect with themselves. Not to fix anything that's broken, but to heal and keep moving forward with more awareness and support. In this conversation, we're talking about what soft leadership actually looks like in practice and how healing, self-trust, and emotional intelligence can support real growth, both personally and professionally. Whew, I did it. Listen, if you ever tried to say the words real growth both in a row, I can't even tell you how many times I had to re-record that just now in order to be able to say growth and both back to back without saying both or both. Okay, anyway, let's get on. Here's the interview. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, so excited to talk to the two of you today. I know this is going to be a fun interview, but also I know we're going to touch on some really important topics too. So as I was saying before we started recording, I'm actually really glad the two of you ended up on an interview together because, I mean, you're both hilarious and so am I, so that's good. But also the topics that we're going to be talking about, I think, are very relevant to both of you. So let's start by just having you guys introduce yourselves. I'll start with Erica. Erica was the winner of the 2025 Powerful Women Rising Resilience Award. So Erica, tell everybody a little bit about you and what you do.
Yeah, so happy to be on the show. My name is Erica, and I own Emotion. And what it is, it's a different concept to rage. I allow people to come in and break shit, work out, and chill. And I just find it important for people to have intention when they rage. So I spray paint bottles. You get to set your intentions on them, write it down, all the things that you need to let go of. Following that, I put you in the rage room where you can just throw a ton of bottles against the wall. And then I follow that up. It's optional, but I try to encourage a workout. I think fitness is incredibly important to your mental health as well. And then after that, you go into my chill room and kind of just relax, come down from that, forward thinking, manifestations, all of that, and just kind of be present within your body and reflect. So yeah, that's a little bit what I do. I'm a mom of a 17-year-old. She's a senior, about to graduate this year. So super excited. So I'm just trying to find my way after she leaves the nest. So
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been doing the rage room?
it's been 5 years.
Okay. Where did that idea come from?
I apologize about my dog. The idea for me came from a dream. I had the most vivid dream that I've ever had. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, that was a dream from something else, from my ancestors, is what I believe in. And so I wrote it down, and I was in motion 2 years later. So
That's so awesome. We're going to talk a little bit more about your story later on in the podcast, but let me go to LaKisha, have her introduce herself and tell everybody about you.
Hey y'all, hey. So I'm LaKisha Mosely. I am the Soft Simple CEO. And what that is where I really help women entrepreneurs redefine what thought leadership looks like. We don't always have to be raging in the room. There's a softness that can precede us and also abound us when we're in these spaces. And so I really want to teach us how to build profitable business that are sustainable, because everything is at the core of mental health. And I don't think we recognize or realize that. But if you don't operate from a place of where you're not sacrificing your mental health, then a lot of things go awry. And then you're wondering why your business is not sustaining, why you're not growing, why you're not getting profits. And so I really want to teach us how to just do business differently.
Yeah, I love that. So you were the winner of the 2025 Powerful Women Rising Podcast Guest of the Year Award. And so for those of them who are listening who did not listen to your episode, I will link that in the show notes. But I can't imagine there's very many people out there who didn't hear it, because it was definitely one of our most popular episodes. Talk a little bit about, we were talking on that podcast episode about mental health and mental wellness and how that relates to business owners. So how does that play into what you do in your work as the Soft Simple CEO?
It is actually the basis. It is the core, the blueprint of what I do. We all have mental health. We all do, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Some of us live with a mental health condition, which is slightly different. If we want to get to a place of mental wellness, then we have to understand the pieces and the core parts of us that do not operate at optimal levels. So, for instance, I have high functioning depression. I know that if I overschedule myself, you will not get the best part of me. So there, I have to decide or look at my schedule and say, okay, I can't overschedule myself. Otherwise, I won't be in the wellness piece. We try to separate the two, Melissa, to be honest, but they're not inseparable. You have to have one and the other. It's not one or the other. You have to have them both. And I love what Erica talked about having a place to release some things, which gets you into a place of mental wellness. And so when I started looking at what I felt like women entrepreneurs, even myself, even high level, well, let's talk C-suite and above entrepreneurs who, deal with a lot of stresses. How do we get to a place where I can still show up and be the boss, but I don't have to be the other word? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do both. I can be soft and I can be very feminine and still own and command the room without sacrificing my mental wellness. And then I can be the perfect leader. Not really perfect. I can be the best leader for my team.
Yeah, that's really good. Erica, I want to read a little bit about you. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but this is what we had for the awards. People wrote in their nominations. They told us a little bit about why they were nominating you. And then we had people vote. We took the top 3 from each category, and then there was a panel of judges that chose the winner. So I want to read just a little part about you that was written in by the people that nominated you. And what they said is, Erica's story is resilience in motion. They talked a little bit about the things that you have gone through in your life with being adopted, your own struggles with mental health, your own struggles with physical health. And they said, instead of breaking her, these experiences became the foundation of her life's work, creating a space where people can process emotion, release stress, and reconnect with themselves through movement and healing, which is a lot of what LaKisha is talking about too. And there was a quote that they shared that you said that was, I've learned that healing isn't about reaching a finish line, but about returning to yourself over and over. They said her ability to rise and transform her pain into purpose makes her a powerful example of resilience. And I would love to hear from you just a little bit about your own experience with mental health and how that relates to your business as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really is the foundation of me, and I encourage people to, be confident in who they are within their mental health journey, because we all have a journey, and it's important though to not run away from it and really face it. And it took me a long time to face it. My adoption story is actually probably the catalyst. I was adopted as a baby, and I was the butt of a family secret. So my entire family knew who my biological mom was. I did not. I thought I was, from a completely different family. Who knows? When you're adopted, you get to have the best imagination, right, of where you're coming from. So I used to tell people Janet Jackson was my biological mom. Literally, I was like, yeah, she's on tour, Uncle Mike, they can't take care of me. So, and so for me, that imagination was taken from me when I found out when I was 13 that my biological mom is actually my aunt, and my most favorite aunt. It still is, but it was really hard to find that out because I was just so confused. At 13, who wants to find out anything heavy like that? We're all assholes at that age. So can I cuss on this podcast?
Yeah. Have we met?
Right.
So yeah, 13 is a terrible age to find anything like that out. It was really heavy. I'm in my own bubble, going through puberty, all that fun stuff. And so that was the beginning of, an angry version of Erica, because the abandonment led to confusion, and then to loneliness, and then to sadness, and then to, we're not talking about it. This is big news. Are we not going to face this? No, of course not. We're going to brush it under the rug, like most families do. And so it really turned me into, even though I could still operate, I'm still happy. No one would know, but I was really angry inside. And I think that was just what created the beginning of all this anger and this wonderful rage room of emotion. So,
yeah. That's interesting. It's interesting too, how your relationship with sports and movement and exercise has kind of come full circle too, right? Like I know when you were young, basketball was a really important part of your life, and you lost your full ride scholarship during these struggles with your mental health. And now here you are back again in this place where you are encouraging movement and exercise as part of the healing process, which I think is super cool.
Yeah. Fitness absolutely saved my life. Basketball was my love, one of the great loves of my life. And going to college and I got very, very sick. And I do attribute that to keeping my emotions inside my body. I truly believe that by not being able to talk to someone in a safe space, I trapped emotions. I got very sick with pneumonia. And I also have a pre-existing disease called sickle cell. And so the pneumonia and the sickle cell combined, I was in a coma for 6 weeks, in the hospital for 3 months, and had to completely restart my everything, my entire life, not just my body. But I'll tell you, had I not been as fit as I was going into the hospital and enduring all that I did, there's no way I would have survived. And that's how I truly believe that fitness has to be a part of our regime. And the biggest part of emotion is I bring all sorts of fitness, and I don't just, do the boot camps and the strength training. You have to try what works for you. So we have dance, we have Pilates, we have anything from yoga. And then we do have the strength training stuff because it's all what's relevant to each individual person. And what gets them to move and inspires them. So, but yeah, that fitness piece is what also got me to strengthen me on the other side as well. I weighed 113 pounds when I got out of the hospital, and I'm a happy 160, whether I'm in shape, out of shape, I'm 160 all the time. So, I had to get back in the gym. I had to strengthen my body and strengthen my mind. That's really all I had and all I really knew at that time in such a dark time.
Yeah. So you can see why she won the Resilience Award.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's interesting what you said about your illness coming from everything that you were storing inside. I've noticed with myself, anytime I get sick, it comes on the tail end of like me pushing and pushing and pushing, right? Like I've got so much to do. I've got so much to get done. I can't stop and take a nap. I got to do this. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing this. And eventually my body is just like, listen, if you're not going to stop, we're going to make you stop. And so now you're sick. Have fun in bed. How do you see that in your work, LaKisha, with how do you see these emotions that people hold inside and the struggles that they're having with their mental health, that they're just like, it's fine, I'll push past it, I'm good. And then how does that show up in their business?
For one, it's a matter of life or death. And I really hate to be that lethal, that downer. It's a matter of life or freaking death when you do not have a safe space or find a safe space in order to talk about things. I think what we try to do is we try to trick our minds and our bodies into what it really isn't happening. So I'm a girl that I love affirmations, but they just ain't for me. I'm a tough girl. You got to say more than that. I can't say, oh, today I will be this. No, ma'am, I need you in my face like, hey, girlfriend, get it together. So we use affirmations and all these other pretty flowery things to trick our minds and our bodies into what really is not going to adapt. Your body is not going to go against you. You are going against it when you don't do the things that you're supposed to be doing. But society tells us, oh, your body's attacking you, or you're no, honey. You were attacking your body by not paying attention. Our body gives us warnings, just like a car. I mean, we are probably guilty of the check engine light. We are probably guilty of the gas light. And for my Black folks out there, we hit a beep on the smoke detector. Wait, like it's telling us the battery's out. Like we don't. It's beeping, honey. It's beeping. Change the battery. So when we hear that, we tell our bodies to keep going. We tell our minds to keep going. And if you're a high level, high achieving woman, you're going to crash and burn. You're going to crash and burn at the least moment you expect it. It's going to be a big presentation that you need to be in the room for, that your body is going to say, girl, go and lay it down. You're not going to be able to do that. Because our body knows to some extent, if this happens, then there's going to be more of this. It needs to rest and rejuvenate. It needs to be able to recycle those things. People laugh at me all the time when I say, baby, rest is a strategy. It is a business strategy. And not only that, honey, it's biblical. Jesus took a nap in the boat. So why you up? Why you up? I'm just saying.
I just had this vision that you need to record and then sell like your own affirmations. Like if I could wake up every day to LaKisha Mosely being like, girl, don't go back to sleep. It's time to get up. You know it is. Get up. And then I need my like midday alarm. That's LaKisha again. Right. That's like, hey, why you still awake? Lay down. I see you. Lay down. I would pay money for that. I really would. You're welcome for that brilliant business.
I love that idea, actually. I do.
It's pretty good. I love you both. We could sit here and talk forever. I want to ask one question that I've been asking to all of the people who have won the Powerful Women Rising Impact Awards this year. And that is, if you have one piece of advice to give to a female entrepreneur who is listening to this podcast, what would that be?
One?
And I was just saying, like,
I mean, you can pick
We're
a
mental health
couple.
experts, Erica. Like, she knows we got more than one.
Listen, I know both of you. You probably have like 19.
You
Maybe
know,
two.
I'll be honest. I think I hired a business coach before I started. The one thing that I collected on my way that was never said to me, and still I don't think is talked about. I wish I had networked for a year prior to ever opening. That is so damn important. I wish I got into so many rooms to say, this is what I'm about to do. It's coming on this date. And I don't care if it's a year out, I need every single one of you there. That's what I would have done, because I feel like I've just been trying to catch up on my networking.
Right.
And so
Thank you.
that's
Did you all hear that? Because I've
Say
been
it
saying that
again,
for
Erica.
years.
network for a year. I'm telling you,
Yes.
seriously, network, get in those rooms before.
Yes.
Even if you just have an idea right now, because
Right.
you'll get in rooms where you'll just continue to get inspired. Like, you're just sitting on that idea and you're like, okay, I'm in these rooms with these other women, and you'll feel that spark, but you're also getting your name out there, your vision, your personality. People are starting to fall in love with you. That's truly what I wish I would have done.
Yeah. I love that you said that. I just did a launch recently of a new virtual networking group for women. And my goal was 35 founding members, and I ended up signing up 46. And now we have 80 in a week. And somebody was asking me yesterday, like, how did you do that? Like, teach me. Like, was it, because we want to believe that it's like the funnel, or it's, I hired a copywriter for my sales page, or it's this, or it's this, or it's that. I'm like, the only reason I was able to do that is because I've been networking like a fool for the last 7 years, right? Like, I have so many people that know me and like me and trust me and will tell other people about my thing who want it there. I have people who are like, I don't even know what your thing is, but I like you, so I'll be in it. Like, that really is the way, 100%. And so much more important than so much of that other stuff that we like to spend time and money on when we start a business.
That part. Yeah.
I'm like, how about just go talk to people?
Yes.
It's not sexy, but it sure is going to work.
Yeah. Let them see you.
Yeah. I love that. What about you, LaKisha?
Mine's very unconventional. As y'all know, I'm a disruptor.
That's shocking.
My advice is take your own advice. You don't have to listen to me or any other experts to do what the hell you know that you need to be doing. Basically, it's what has that still small voice been telling you to do? What are you doing? I'm a church girl, although I cuss, but I'm a church girl. I'm a PK. That still small voice tells you, it guides you. What are you doing in your alone time? What are you asking God for? What are you believing for? Erica said something, and Melissa said something very key about networking. Get in the rooms. Your next partner, your next collaborator, your next investor is in the room. What is the voice inside of your head? Not the ones that I fight daily because I have high functioning depression, but the good voices that are like, hey, Erica, go do this idea. You can help other women with their rage. What is that voice telling you? Because you ain't got to listen to us. Listen to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Especially when yourself says it's time to take a nap.
Baby, go to sleep. Because I'm going to go to sleep. They asked me, what are you doing this weekend? Enjoying my rent? I'm going to sleep.
That part.
I'm going to sleep. I will take a nap in the middle of the day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to do right after this interview.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Go to sleep.
All this talk about naps making me want to take a nap.
Yeah.
Before I go take a nap, let's talk a little bit about how people can connect with you too. I know there are people locally in Colorado who would love to check out, Erica, your facility. We're going to fly LaKisha out here so she can release some rage. I mean, I'm not going to fly her out here, but somebody's gonna.
Somebody will.
What is the best way for people to connect with you guys to learn more about what you do, Erica?
Yeah, you can find me at ericav@emotionfitness.net if you want to send me an email, but definitely visit www.emotionfitness.net. So check that out. We have so many events, so come through.
Awesome. I will put that link in the show notes. And what about you, LaKisha?
Do not email me because I probably will not get it unless you are flagged as important. So don't email me. I'm always in email hell. But I am Instagram DM friendly. Drop me a DM at LaKisha M. Mosley. I am the funniest person on there. Like, I will respond. I do respond to DMs. It's me. It is not anyone on my team that I respond to my DMs. So Instagram is the best way to get to me. Also, check out my website. You can hear more about the Soft Simple CEO and the framework that's coming out soon at LaKishaMosely.com.
Love that. Can confirm she will respond to your DMs. In fact, that's how you and I got hooked up, was through networking, because I know I had someone on my podcast, Suzanne Kohlberg. She was talking about how to set boundaries without being a bitch. Suzanne said, you got to have Deanna Seymour on your podcast. I had Deanna Seymour on my podcast talking about using gifts in your marketing.
Mhm.
She said, let me introduce you to Liz Wilcox. I said, great. Talked to Liz Wilcox, joined her membership, signed up for some summit she had, heard LaKisha talking on the summit. I said, Liz, I got to talk to LaKisha. Sent LaKisha a DM on Instagram, and here she is on the podcast. Twice.
Networking. Right.
I love it.
People don't get how serious connections are and what they do for your business. You're
Yes.
right. The sales copy means nothing. What if I can't see or read? But I can hear.
Truly.
You know?
Truly.
I mean, it's highly unlikely, but I mean, but what if I can hear? What if I feel your vibe and your energy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. And even before I know your vibe and your energy, I meet somebody else and I love her vibe and energy. And she's like, you got to talk to LaKisha. Well, of course, I'm going to trust that, right? Because if I like her and she likes you, then for sure I'm going to like you. And that's
right, exactly.
the beauty of
stuck
networking.
with me now, unfortunately.
I know. I can't get away.
Erica, now you stuck too.
I'm in. How could you not want you around?
I know, right? She's the best. All right. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, for sharing your bits of wisdom with our listeners, but mostly thank you for being you. Thank you for who both of you who have been in the world, for how you guys show up every day. You're both doing such important work, and you have 1,000 reasons to not do it. You have 1,000 reasons to say, this is too hard. This is not for me. I'm depressed. I had a hard life. I'm just going to go back to bed and the world can fix itself. But you both are showing up every day in the best ways that you know how to create a positive impact in the world. And I hope that these awards are a little reflection of that, a little boost for you guys, that people see you, people hear you, the work that you're doing is important to them. And we just appreciate it so much. So thank you both.
That's a wrap on this week's episode of Powerful Women Rising. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're looking for a fun, consistent, low-pressure way to meet other women in business and create more visibility, leads, and momentum, check out the Powerful Women Rising Connection Network. Looking for deeper support, a place to think things through, get honest feedback, and stay focused as you grow? You can learn more about our masterminds through the links in the show notes. If you loved the episode, be sure to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. And until next time, keep rising, because building a business your way really is the best way.